All right, 3 million children in Haiti are in need of humanitarian assistance as continuing gang violence hampers aid delivery. The head of the UN Children's Agency, UNICEF, is saying this right now. Catherine Russell said the situation in gang wrecked Haiti is catastrophic and growing worse by the day. Joining State of the Nation now is the founder and president of Mission of Hope, the largest NGO in Haiti. Rejoining us, Brad Johnson. Brad, welcome back to State of the Nation. Great to see you. I've been looking through some articles and headlines today, and my goodness, what is going on in Haiti? What is going on in Port-au-Prince? I'm seeing things like hospitals being closed, universities and libraries being looted, pharmacies being torched. I mean, can you give us some clarity about what's going on here and what your organization is up against right now?
Yeah. So first of all, thank you for having me back on. It's good to be here to to give the people of Haiti a voice in what's going on. What we're seeing is it continues to spiral the wrong way. The gangs are coming in and taking more control. It's running people out. There's 362,000 people that have been displaced from their homes. That's moms and children that have been run out of where they've lived their entire lives, what they've known. 4.9 million people that are in food insecurity. And this is the most staggering one, 1.4 million people that are on the steps of famine, meaning they are literally about to die from starvation. And that's because the gangs have taken control of the main port in Port-au-Prince, the airport in Port-au-Prince, and therefore goods and services are really hard to get in, if at all, in Port-au-Prince. And to your point, hospitals, people that need health care, that need just their basic checkups right now, of hypertension and diabetes, they can't get to a doctor because the gangs are occupying the streets and shutting it down.
Yeah, Brad, I think perhaps the greatest, I'm not even going to say misperception, but the greatest delusion that most Americans labor under is that civilization is the norm, that civilization is solid and stolid, that it's permanent, that it's here to stay. Haiti shows us just how badly things can spiral out of control. We saw it here in the Biden administration and the Obama administration with all of the rioting, the mostly peaceful riots, but still civilization didn't completely break down here the way it has in Haiti. But Haiti's really the canary in the coal mine, isn't it?
Well, Haiti has had so many natural disasters and then man-made disasters that have happened. This really started with the assassination of the president, and
Yeah.
everyone in the world just kind of looked the other way. And then it spiraled from there, where you didn't have an elected a leader in the country that could lead the people and stand up for what is right. And today we have what we do, where we have so many people, families, 500,000 school children that can't go to school today, and that perpetuates the problem as we go forward.
Yeah, it looks really bad. Non-governmental groups say that armed groups now control an estimated 90% of the city, and according to UNICEF, 2.7 million people live in areas under effective gang control, with children often becoming the victims of their attacks. And it looks to me, from what I'm reading today, maybe you can fill me in, but that there's supposed to be an election to rectify this, but with this much gang activity and gangs being in control of this much, it hasn't happened yet. So maybe an update on the presidential factor, and also like these gang leaders, I mean, with a name like Barbecue, this question probably is not going to make much sense, but what do they want? Are they looking to cause famine? Are they looking to just take over? Is this just a pure manifestation of gang chaos? I mean, what's the end game for these people?
Yeah, so politically, the biggest issue we have is that Haiti can't have fair elections without peace and people being able to move to go and vote. And so you have zero elected officials. They have appointed a commission that now hopefully will start to bring some order. But with that, that's what perpetuates all the problems we're seeing in Haiti. You have people, literally children, that we're getting reports that are in their homes with gunfire over their heads. And so when you look at it that way, you start to understand the plight of the Haitian people. They've had no one that they can call or no one that they can go to that's going to come to their aid. So it is a breakdown from the political cycle, but at the same time, it's now become one of the greatest humanitarian crises that's in our hemisphere.
Yeah, clearly. I mean, these numbers are staggering. UNICEF data indicates that anywhere from 30 to 50% of armed groups in Haiti currently have children within their ranks. So not only are we seeing
Yeah.
children starving to death potentially, famine setting in, random acts of violence, and just being in the wrong place at the wrong time. But now they're actually children are being forced into these gangs. I mean, what are you hearing from your people? I know you've got people that work for you out there that are helping make sure that the children that are in your purview are safe. I mean, what are they up against?
Yeah, so we have over 300 full-time Haitian staff that are in Haiti working tirelessly to still deliver 125,000 meals a day. Just in the last 2 weeks, they've given 640,000 meals to those that are displaced. But to answer your question about the gangs, these are young men that are leaders leading the wrong things. And so they didn't have the opportunity to lead the right things. Many of them were that we didn't have the opportunity to educate them. So they're young men that weren't educated, that were trying to find a way. And with the vacuum that happened with leaders leaving Haiti, starting with the assassination of the president, the young men stood up and they started to try to find a way to provide. Some of them have stood against the gangs. Others have joined the gangs. Now, many of the young men that you spoke of, the children that are in these gangs, didn't have an option. They were forced to join the gangs. It was either lose your home, lose your family, or become a part of the gang. So many of them are again wanting opportunity. They didn't have the right opportunities, and this is the only opportunity that's provided them a way many times to stay alive and to have any kind of provisions.
How are your people? You mentioned all the people you've got giving out the meals. How are your staff doing under the conditions?
Yeah, our staff, they are committed to being in Haiti. Many of them could leave Haiti. They have visas or they're U.S. citizens. They could leave. They choose to stay because they believe that God's called them there to see the nation change. And what we're seeing them do is just this past week, they bought over 500,000 meals locally to serve those that are there. So we're seeing them operate very differently than they would have because the roads are closed, but they're still able to get the needed aid to the people that we have contact with. The thing that's heartbreaking, though, is that we have 1,700 distribution points throughout the country, and we have 35 containers sitting here in the United States. It costs 9 cents a meal to get it there, and we don't have the funding to get it to them. That's millions of meals when you have over 1 million people that are steps away from a famine. So our team stands ready. They're there. They're committed, and we just got to continue to resource them so they can get the much needed supplies to those that are at greatest need.
That
Are
was
they
going to be my next
difficult?
question is about
Yeah.
those containers. You're still looking for funds to get those over there.
We are. It's if you go to missionofhope.com, you can click on donate. It literally is 9 cents a meal. It costs us about 25,000 a container, which is 277,000 meals that we ship from here. They go through the north port of of Haiti, and they come down, and we go through the network, which is called our Haiti One Network. It's made up of churches and groups all over the country that are still there, and they want to help the people.
And is it difficult to get your shipments to all those locations with all this strife going on? Are there certain areas you're unable to reach?
That there are some areas that we're unable to reach, but our team has found incredible ways to get around many of the roadblocks and get food to the most needed. Again, so many people, 362,000 have left Port-au-Prince area and now are living elsewhere, and we're trying to meet those needs as well, still continuing to feed the 125,000 kids. But yeah, there's definitely obstacles, but that's where we've seen our team's leadership, and when they've stepped in and they're still able to accomplish the tasks that they were given and more, just doing it very differently. But it by far is one of the most challenging times we've seen. We just had one of our national directors in last week from Haiti. He's back now. And he said he's getting calls from people that were strong men that worked for us, and now they look like a stick because they haven't been able to get the right food and they're trying to take care of their families. So it's honestly heartbreaking to see where the country is. And Haiti needs someone that'll just stand up and say, we want to see the country changed with you, and we believe in you, and give them the opportunity, because the people of Haiti are resilient and they will bounce back from this when they're given the opportunity to do so.
What do you think that opportunity looks like? I mean, like, is there, I know there was some clashes between police and gang members in
Mhm.
the vicinity of the National Palace where that transitional council is supposed to be sworn in. Can those people be protected? Is there enough police to protect those people and start to rebuild, or is this going to require some sort of, foreign aid and influence to rectify?
I believe that the people of Haiti are strong, but there's too many big guns and money that have been shipped in from all around. And so, with that, I think there's going to have to be a foreign intervention of some point to help the people stabilize and give them the opportunity to lead their country. I don't believe it's an occupation. I believe it's a force that needs to go in and help the government that they've put in, this council, to have elections, bring peace, and then we'll see the people of Haiti start to rise up and lead themselves. All they're lacking is the opportunity and the infrastructure. If we give the people the infrastructure, we'll see them do incredible things with it.
At the risk of sounding glib, I have a president and a vice president they could borrow.
I'm sure you do.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Well,
I just had to
and we
interject a little
do.
bit
I
of
mean,
humor.
but honestly, the people of Haiti, what they need is they need someone that focuses on them, and I think there's those leaders that are there, but right now they don't have the opportunity to stand up and lead, and that's
And
what we're asking for.
what is the political situation there? Do you have leaders in exile? Are there people that are suitable to stepping up and becoming president if the gang issue can be resolved? Are there leaders? Do you have enough people to be senators and stand up a government?
Yeah, there for sure are. There's great leaders in Haiti. There's great businessmen and women. There's former political leaders. There's NGO leaders. There's people that love the country and can lead the country. But right now, again, it's not even possible to have elections at any level. It's
Yeah.
from the president on down to the regional levels. There's no elected officials. So we have to, for the will of the people to be heard, we have to have a stabilization of the country that'll then give them the opportunity to hold those elections peacefully and let the will of the people be heard.
Absolutely. So, how did the gangs come to have so much domination? I mean, I know there's a series of events, but I mean, in our, we got about 4 minutes left. Can you briefly explain how this happened?
Yeah, again, I firmly believe that the gangs are there today because organizations like us didn't have the resources to educate them. What you don't see is young men and women that went through our technical school and got jobs. We had 80% employment coming out of our technical school in a country of 20% employment. So that's miraculous in and of itself. But it shows you that when they have the training and the tools to be successful, they will get employment and then they can lead. So what happened is you had so many young men that weren't educated, that didn't have the economic opportunities. And some of that is for the structure of the government that didn't give them the stability they needed. But then with the collapse of the government, with the assassination of the president, now they had no options. And so these young men started with a few gangs, and then other gangs formed. Some gangs were formed to protect their areas. They weren't really trying to take anything over. They just didn't want the bad gangs to come in. But now you have 90% of Port-au-Prince gang controlled, and it's the worst we've ever seen in my lifetime. And one of our directors is 80 in his lifetime. He's never seen anything like this in the country of Haiti. And the good news is here, well, there's the people of America, their hearts have been moved. In the last few months, we've had in 28 locations, people pack 1.17 million meals that were en route to Haiti. So there is some good of what's happening here, but we've got to get behind the people of Haiti more and help them be able to make it today with food and nutrition. But then as we turn the corner and we can bring them stability and we can see the country reopen, now we need to lean in with that education and what we believe is Christ-centered education so that they can grow, they understand what it means to love their country and love God, and then serve both God and country well.
Very well said. Very well said, Brad. In our final minute here, give us any final thoughts and make sure people know how to get to Mission of Hope. And we really encourage you to do that. I mean, did you hear what Brad said? 9 cents is a meal. I mean, think about the cost of your latte and how many meals that could be. And I'm hoping you could afford 2 lattes so you don't have to give one up and you can still contribute over there. Brad, go ahead, take us out. Give us anything we need to know in the last minute.
Yeah, well, the people of Haiti are incredible people. They're family for us. And I can tell you right now, that if you could imagine being a mom and your baby has nothing to eat, her prayer right now is that she can just feed her families. And so for us at Mission of Hope, we want to bring hope by getting food to them today because that's their immediate need, supporting them as we go forward. But you can do that at going to missionofhope.com and helping us ship those 35 containers that we have to feed literally millions of people and bring hope to them.
All right. Thank you so much, Brad Johnson. We really appreciate your input and sharing this harrowing and scary tale, but this is the reality. This is the reality. So get on over there and help them out at missionofhope.com. Brad, we'll look forward to you returning for an update here. And again, please get out there and help them. Haiti is in a terrible situation here, and it needs to be rectified.